Hello everybody, welcome to Sunday Murktide on YouTube. This is my weekly video where I play my favorite deck in Modern, Blue-Red Murktide. Last weekend I did pretty well at the LMS Trieste. I went 11-4 and wrote about it on the Channel Fireball for free this time. The article is free. You can just go to Channel Fireball, find the guide there. I explain my deck choices as I always do in my videos, but on top of that, I add something that I've never had for free, which is the Cyber Guide. So you can find it there. There's a difference between Teamer Rhinos. Very often I change on the play, on the draw. So remember to do that in Magic. It's very hardly black and white, so just, change on the play, on the draw happen very often with this deck, very often. So I just go in details about that. General rule, Ragavan, it's like always great on the play, almost always great on the play. Like I've rarely cut Ragavan on the play, but on the draw, I can see reasons to cut it. Same ways for other cards, like maybe Expressive Iteration, you can cut one on the draw. Murktide Regent, you can cut one on the draw, but things are different on the play. In general, on the play, you sideboard less. On the draw, you sideboard more. You build your deck to be efficient on the draw, so it's just general rule, and that always happen in your well-built deck. So that I go in detail that. So that's something that you can find for free this time. Remember, I know that TCG Pro, it's not accessible by the way, I have a hoodie by TCG Pro here. Not accessible by Europeans, so I asked them if I could write one article per month for free, and they said yes. So I said, all right, first one is going to be Murktide, so easy. All right, next thing I want to talk about, because, this is my platform to talk about Murktide, so this card, Minor Misstep. New card. A lot of people talk about this. I definitely gonna try it. I think it's good. Spell Pierce, sometimes it's awkward in the late game against Rhinos, against good players with Rhinos. Spell Pierce gets awkward. This card doesn't get awkward. It just counters Crushing Footfalls. It counters Colossal Hammer, and it does it. It's not if or no, like if your opponent plays around it or things like that. Just counters it. It's an active counter in the late game, which these 1-mana spells are often not. So I think it's a good card. I'm gonna put it in the main deck. If it's not, if it's just like what's the one called the blue one, Invasive Surgery. Sure, it's gonna be one of in the sideboard sometimes, but still worth trying. It's modern, so not that many new cards get into modern. So I'll try. Yeah. That's it, I think. Most of the things are said about this deck guide in the article. If you don't want to read, that's okay. You don't have to. The list is basically the one I played in Trieste. I made 2 changes. One is I added a Relic over Hers, because Relic is a tiny bit better against Breach. Like when you play Breach, you have a Relic in play, you just crack it. Whereas if you have a Hers in play, you can still lose. And I cut the Breach that I had for Murktide. I'm not a Breach believer. If you don't play a combo, if you don't play a combo kill, I'm not a Breach believer. Like, sure, be like, oh, Breach is broken in the mirror match. Yeah, that's sometimes true, but maybe in that spot also, Murktide Regent would have won. And also, just think about all the other spots where you have like 4 cards in the graveyard and have a Breach in hand, and that sucks. So overall, that's the list I would play if I had to play Modern again this weekend. Let's go. Ready to play Blue Murktide. Excited. Yeah, doesn't read. Yeah, no, I mean, let's just say that. Let's just say that when writing articles, you put more focus on the cyber guide because you know that 100% people read the cyber guide, whereas I don't know, 50% reads the words that I put in the article. All right, let's begin. We have an opponent. Buster Buckwheat. Hey, Buster. Let's go. Keep. Ready to begin. Ooh, burn. Nice. Against burn, I love that I have two Spirebluff Canal. Those are excellent against burn. Although it's unfortunate that I never remove a spell for this. It's not best hand against burn, unfortunately. I have to hope they don't have a Searing Blaze, and that just thing just trades. I played 2 League against Burn recently, and I did so well. I went 5-0 and 4-1, so definitely a viable deck, Burn. And when you win the Darrow and you have a hand like that, you win them all. You win them all. All right, so I have my what 14, and they have 3 cards. Draw. But I tell you, having those like Dragon's Rechanneler here, it's really nice. Sorry, I meant to say Spirebluff Canal. It's really nice because it meant that I took 0 damage from my lands. Like if instead of this Spirebluff Canal I had Fetch Land, I would have 100% died. Whereas now I'm probably also not 100% dead, but I'm there. Xener, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome. Alright, 3-mana Skewer, target me, sure. Again, the unfortunate thing of this hand is that I didn't draw removal spell. Alright, see what I flip. I'll land. I'll go to 7 here. I need this thing to become 3/3s in combat so that I can blow up those creatures. So what I'm gonna do here is second main, so that these things are not forced to attack. Then I play an Expressive Iteration, which is a sorcery that goes in the graveyard. Alright, so I'm very close to get Delirium here. I'm only missing Instants. Or Bauble in this case. So I can go hand, bottom, exile. Play this thing. Now I'm looking for what? Maybe Spell Pierce? I mean, certainly not land. Maybe Counterspell here. I had to bid the first Counterspell because I'm in second main, so I can block here. Let's bubble target me, because I'd consider to play Steam Bands. I don't want that. So I'll play another consider. Meaning that... do I want this? Nah. Let's just go deep. I want to find Counterspell. Alright, I didn't. I pass. I said I pass. I don't pass. I pass. Okay. Draw a card. Alright. Not bad. I have 11 cards in my graveyard. You're going to cast both of these next turn. Anyway, I got 7 and they have 3 cards. I could just be dead here. But I was on the draw against Burn with a good hand. I haven't drawn a single removal spell in the top 23 cards of my deck. It's not good. I need Helix where? On me. Sure. No removal spell, no counter spell. And again, this one had to go to the graveyard because I needed an instant speed for the Expressive Iteration. Whoa, on a Channeler. On top, there's an Unholy Heat. I go to 1. Need a counterspell, but I don't find it. So that means I'm basically dead. I'm like, yeah, I'm just dead here, so it doesn't matter. I just shortcut. How many spells I have in the graveyard? 1, 2, 3. It's so little. Quickly tapping out, and don't bother. But I took 0 damage from my lands. If I drew maybe like 1 counterspell here, I just landed a Murktide with a counterspell back. I might have been in a better shape. It's just that I didn't find it, so no real reason to not to tap out here. All right, so I guess Burden. Let me open my own article because I have a cyber guide for it's around I don't know like 20-ish matchup, 20-ish matchups. If it's something missing, sure. All right, so I have Subtlety, Fury, and Flusterstorms, and I'm taking out 2 Iteration Borrower and 1 Consider. Let's go. Let's go. Mulligan. Keep. Bottom Counterspell. Oh, sorry, land iteration. That will help me get Delirium. Sorry, let me get a second land drop. Okay. Goblin Guy will actually. Oh, right, sure. I was going to say Goblin Guy will help me draw. Like if I flip a land, I can consider or upkeep. You know, like I can change my sequence there. Because I want to get a trigger of Goblin Guide. All right, so let's get an attack. I'll reveal what I have. I have an Unholy Heat on top. I don't want to draw. I don't want to draw it. I don't want to draw an Unholy Heat because I have a bolt, and usually too many removals is bad. You want to draw 1 or 2 because they don't play that many removal spells. Suspend a Rift Bolt. 2. Ah. 3. Yeah, I think I'll leave this on top because this turn I can go. This turn I can go fetch a basic island. Sorry, bolt you. It's a spell. I'm happy. Oh, subtlety. Oh, I don't like it. And then I'll play Merc and attack for 1. I don't cyber out Spell Snare against Rhino Tron. Well, so against the Rhinos, it's only against Team of Rhinos. I cybered it out against 4 Color. I believe and hope. Let me see. Yeah, see, against the 4 Color, I sideboard the Spell Snare out. Whereas against Teamer, they have Brazen Borrower. They play Brazen Borrower 4 up, which is good against you. Against Tron, they have the yeah. I mean, the thing is that against Tron, you have to make them not function. So you counter the Stillness Crying and Warping Wail that kills your Ragavan. That's often enough. It's not great. It's not a great card. I mean, I wish I had like minor misstep against Tron, but I don't. I put in place Lightning Helix, and I take a turn. Let's go. I'll play Expressive Iteration here. Maybe I get Delirium. Ooh, nice. I like that. Put that in my hand. Hand, bottom, exile. Now I can cast this and maybe I can get Delirium if I find an instant or a land. Find a land. That's good. Next turn they're dead. Oh, there's a Bolt on top. That's a good card. Hmm. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. What's this? Sure. They almost got the job done. Yeah, the step was important to draw there. Minor misstep would have lost me the game here. I had minor misstep. So yeah, always diversified. It's nice. Maybe I should one spell pierce one minor misstep. Think about the second spells in there. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a cool idea. Which I could consider. I would not consider, no. Yeah, you can have second spell pierce. Also, whoa, three Ragavans, huh? I'm keeping the hand is fine. I mean, it's fine. I don't want to mulligan. Having Fiery Islet is bad, but three Ragavans are very good in this matchup. Because, yeah, because they're good. They're just good in this matchup. Spirebluff Canal? Polluted Delta. Okay. I'd rather take three in one shot than one at a time. Yeah, I'd rather take three in one shot. And again, like the difference between a Spirebluff Canal and a Fashion Land here, it's like an extra card in your opponent hand. And you keep the bubble for the shredder. If they go for idling, it's not great, but you gotta keep the bubble for the shredder. Block it 100% if you attack me. You're exiled. The fourth Ragavan. Wow. White, red. You just start bolting me? Sure. All right, now we go shredder bubble. I'll loot away one of these one of these Ragavans. Who's that? Barabizio. Thank you for the prime sub. Welcome, welcome. Hope you had your answer about the. And now I have a 2/4 Shredder, so it doesn't die to a regular burn spell or Searing Blades. And if you have Shredder, you should crack Bauble in your turn because you want to have more cards in your hand so that when you're putting double spells, you have them. It's weird. Why didn't they play this land last turn? They played this one. That can't be right. They just took a damage for no reason. Hello, Daniel. Good morning. You suspend a Rift Bolt, and you have a Skewer the Critics over there. Let's go. Spell Pierce, very nice. I'll go ahead and play a Ragavan and attack and pass. Now, I can't counter the Rift Bolt, but I'll be able to counter the rest they play. And I have enough board state that I think I'm happy to just, pass here. Again, I definitely don't want to take damage from this one. You go me, sure. Three cards, one is Skewer, and they play it because they know that they know they can play around Spell Pierce, which is often the problem with Spell Pierce. Yeah, I think I'll discard Ragavan. I just like to grow my Shredder. I can go Flusterstorm though, because they play a Spelling Upkeep. Flusterstorm works wonders here. I'm still keeping Spell Pierce, but that would be the first card I discard. Actually, not really, because they're gonna crack the Canyon, so Steps can still counter 2 drops next turn. All right, sure. I'm on 9, eh? It's not very much. That's not great. I'm certainly attacking with Ragavan. I think I'll keep this back to block. See what I flip. Serum Blades? Ooh, Boris Charm. Nah, I'll just pass. I don't want to take any damage from the Idolin. And I have Ragavan going right now, so I am advantaged. Like, they have to do something. So every time they do something, they take 2 damage. Have I seen the new Red Green Sword? I haven't. I'll check it out later. Alright, they play Path to Exile on my Shredder. Okay, that's unfortunate. Should I draw a card? Oh, I'll draw a card. That's free. Maybe I draw like a counter spell. So take a land, even though it does nothing for me right now. Yeah, Path to Exile very good against Murktide. One card in hand. Or zero. Wow, zero cards. They just shocked. What? Why? All right, I got a 7. I'm definitely not casting any Concealers. But yeah, Spell Pierce dead once again. Sure. Obviously, just draw first and then see what to do with the Secret Foundry. No reason to draw first and then draw. And yeah, like I need to either draw a removal spell, just like game one where I didn't draw any, or draw it from my opponent deck. The sequence was so bad. All right, let's draw. Removal spells. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So let's begin by going to 5 year, killing the Eidolon. It's not great, but now I can cast Consider and so on. Maybe I find better cards there. Like another removal spell, for example. Oh, I'll leave it on top, yes. I guess I can go chat now. I'll go Consider. Okay, let me attack, since they just trade, and I'm happy with that. Wow, they take it. Crazy. Bolt? Sweet! Alright, let me count if I can win the game here. I can't. Oh, that's not true, though. Hello. Where do we go with this bolt? Oh, the Murktide can be a 7/7. So that is lethal if I bolt them. So I can go bolt you, Murktide. If they drop Path to Exile, it's bad. It's bad. So what is the other play? I can go bolt on the Swift Spear, play Murktide. That's probably the best line. Yeah. So if they draw Path to Exile, I'm still fine. And I'm lethal now. Oh wow, that's a good sword. Red, red. If it's Eidolon, oh, Searing Blaze. Okay. Searing Blaze actually good. Not that good though. Ooh, Bolt. Sweet. Because I spell pierce for Boris Charm, so I don't think they had outs anyway. Maybe Path to Exile, but then I had Channeler. Alright, GG. Okay, good game. Good game to start. I believe that the matchup against Burn is favorable. I lost the first game because I was on the draw and I didn't draw a single removal spell. But overall, whenever I get paired against Burn, I'm always happy. I did lose to Burn at the tournament at the day one of Trieste. I lost to Burn. Round number 2, Scalding Tarn go. Let's play our friend Ragavan and pass. Our monkey friend. Alright, catch a Triumph. Hopefully it's not Ren in 6. Blue red. Is it Shredder? Fire Ice. Oh, it's Rhinos. Okay. We draw. And I'll play Shredder. Shredder is excellent against Rhinos. You just slam it. You don't keep up counterspell against Rhinos. That's not how you win. I need to take second Steam Best because my hand is mono red. If I had more blue cards, I could have taken Island, but this is not the case. Yep. The thing is that if they outburst, they just joke on you by counterspell. Like they don't cast that thing. It's just bad. All right, I'll take out Ragavan. Okay, that's a good card. I'll dig for land here. It's not exactly the type of land I wanted though. I'll go hand, bottom, exile, and I'm about to take 8. Mm, mm, Draw. Okay, actually, Spirebluff Canal isn't the worst. No, no, I'd rather play around my opponent with a counter spell, so I'll just pass now. What do I want to do? I think in upkeep, I will petty theft one of these Rhino tokens. Okay. Still in upkeep, I will Unholy Heat the other Rhino token. I don't have Delirium now, but I will get it by discarding an Unholy Heat. And that's 6 damage. I didn't attack this time because there was like a small chance that would have resolved it right. I needed a blocker. 3/5, so it doesn't die to Fury. Very important, the 3/5 range in this matchup. There are Unholy Heat. Untap draw. I'll play this because it lets me cast Brazen Borrower and have Counterspell up. That's why I had to play the Unholy Heat there. If I attacked last turn, I would have won the game now. So first I loot. Actually a mistake to loot. I should fetch first. Because if I draw exactly Island, I can't both cast Borrower and Counterspell. So first you fetch. Play around the corner case scenario. That's how you be. That's how you're a better player. That's how you become a better player. I want to discard a land here. I think so, yeah. Because I could be lethal if I find a spell off of this. So first I discard the Spell Pierce, and that's a 4. Now, I proceed by counterspelling the Rhino. End of turn, I cast Borrower, draw this card, and if I find the spell, I win the game. Because it triggers for both players, the Ledger Shredder. Perfect. And we have lethal. And they should have a landing end. Buongiorno, Afri. But yeah, first rule when to play against Rhinos, just never tap out. They just never leave mana up in the early turns. Since your Ledger Shredder, this matchup is just so good because you just cast Shredder and then it just does all the work for you. All right, let's go back to my free article where I have my free cyber guide where I tell to cyber, oh, this plan is very good. Since I came up with this plan, it's very hard to lose to Rhinos. On the draw, you take out every creature. Every creature. It's really good. And you keep the what's it called, the Spell Snare. Maybe I wouldn't keep two, but you would keep one for sure. And another reason because it's so good is because of the explosives. People play two, but I play three. Young Cooley, hello. All right. The lesson is to just cast Shredder if you can. Your opponent, if it doesn't answer, it's difficult. It's very difficult for rhinos. Okay. Let's go for Shredder. If they have dispute into if they have dispute into Rhino, that's the worst case scenario. That's okay. We'll live with that. Again, don't always play around the worst case scenario. Spell Snare is no target. Okay. I mean, not only I do this for a living, I also play this deck a lot. So just claiming that I'm wrong, it's fine, but it that's okay. I'll accept. Uh, nice. I don't mind fetching the Steam Vents with this. Perfect. Go ahead. I don't fetch here. I'll leave the fetch line around because of Violent Outburst. Music is for Fire Ice. Well, as for dispute, for some negation, Brazen Borrower. It's mostly Brazen Borrower. Brazen Borrower is very good against you. Play second Shredder, and now we're ready to shred him. The very best card against Cascade decks. Yes, you can check my cyber guide for free. Petty theft. You don't find it. Alright. Browse better. Browse better, my friend. You will find it. I'm sure. Alright, let's do some shredding over here. Let's get rid of these bad cards in my hand. Like Spell Pierce, just every game just goes to the graveyard. It's crazy. I think I'll just start a Fury. I like it. No, but for real, learn to browse the Channel Fireball websites. It's really nice. You just go to Channel Fireball, then you go to Strategy Magic, and then you have every format here, and every format has the every deck with every cyber. I'm the one responsible for Modern, and every deck has a cyber guide, a deck list, and try to keep updated as I can. Sometimes I don't, but sometimes I can fail. But yeah, it's really very well done website. And I know that most of Channel Fiber Pro is not accessible to everyone. I know. It's just, I can't do that. So I try to do my best of what I can handle. Right here, if they go Fury, it's annoying because of course they kill my Shredder and they have a 3/3 that I have to kill. Much those seafood cost $7 a month, and you also get the TCG Pro, which means you get free shipping and you get free tracking. All right, that was easy. Round number 3. Let's go on the play against Dumb. Let's go Dumb. The card you're most excited about is Elishnorn. Very good, very good. That's a cool card. What deck am I going to play in Prague? Prague is in like 3 months. I mean, I'm gonna play Murktide if it's still legal, of course, but it's in 3 months. Like, it's like saying, what are you gonna dress for your wedding? I don't know. Expressive Iteration, that's a good card. Go ahead. You understand why TCG is not reworking it? It's American laws. They make very little sense. Like, remember, in America, you can carry a weapon and you can't, I don't know, do basic things. So the American laws don't have to make sense. It's just, it's just, you just live with them. And I'll go for it. Yeah, I'll go for a top land. Boom. Doo 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 doo. Island from Reverse of Ixalan. That's an excellent set. Not a fan of this play, but it's okay. I mean, I guess if you have a bubble, it's okay. Get punished if I draw a Spirebluff Canal. Yeah, I also get punished if I lose the game at 1 life or 2 life. So there's ups and downs for every play in Magic. Draw. Oh, you draw. Sorry. Hopefully there's a 1 month spell. Red. Very good. I can go hand, bottom, exile. I really don't care if Ragavan dies. Good morning, Night. I keep consider over Ragavan because the worst enemy of this deck is Mana Flood. And the cantrip help you avoid that. Alright. Shredder, discard Bubble Bolt. Okay. Draw. Very good draw. Very good. I'm hoping now that they don't have Otawara or they don't have Otawara or Brazen Borrower. Because I'm gonna kind of all in here. Could have bluffed Counterspell? Sure, you could. That it wouldn't have played a Shredder, and it wouldn't have bolted it. Archmage Charm. That's a brave card to play in this economy. Why does not Capster Mage C play anymore? Some people play it. That's not the worst. Would I play LMS Naples to win at Black Lotus? Unfortunately, I already booked my train ticket and I arrive in the afternoon. Sulphur Falls. Wow. That's brave. Do I own a Black Lotus? Yes. The problem of the custom age is that it's tough to play magic cards that require setting. Obviously, the setting is minor, like you. My favorite MTG art. It's a good question. I like Arabian Nights a lot. Making a minor mystic now. Alright, heads peds. Let's see the sideboard once again. No, I closed it. Why did I close tabs? Let's open it again. Modern. Is it murky? You'd be like, Mengu, don't you know how to sideboard? Surely do. Channeler, Counterspell, Dispute, Abrader, Subtlety, Relic. Oh yeah, I actually never played with Relic before. So this will be the first time that I play with Relic. I just worked it on my in my head. I just worked it in my head. Great hand. You love a nothing combo modern. Nice. With some spirit guide around. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the deck is not good anymore. Not because of, I mean, also because of Spirit Guide, that's true, but mostly because of Ragavan. Ragavan just pushed all the combo decks a little bit behind. All these like non-interactive combo decks a little bit behind. And just this deck in general, like this Blue Murktide in general, is very happy to play against combo decks. There are a ton of them in Modern, but they usually have a lot of removal spells. Ledger Shredder. Putting and jamming the Shredder. It's fine. I'm not saying it's bad because you get a loot out of the deal, but I don't know. Trading Shredder for bold seems not great. Will I play standard for Naples? For sure. Yeah, yeah. I'm buying the cards at least. You can check out our podcast. We talked about standard a lot. Draw. We talk about standard a lot. You know my hate for spell peers. I like considers because there's a world where I miss a third lane drop, and consider will help me there. Jump Cesspit. Guess who's back? Spell Pierce back. Back again. Right? So I'll loot first. Spell Pierce, hello, bye. Bye. Why do you board Blood Moon against Yawgmoth? Yes, exactly. My plan is to kill every bird. You succeed in that. And then you just land a Blood Moon that can't cast Yawgmoth. They can cast, Endurance, Edge Revolution, Cord, and so on. Raw. Hmm. Maybe it's a little bit too many consider. I might have a problem with considers. I want to go shorter consider. Even the Abrade, although we'll see. You consider this three consider is a problem. I mean, they're not a problem. It's a cantrip. You can never go wrong with too many cantrip. There's no such thing as too many cantrips. Or I guess there is. I'll keep the hers. Could have discarded two spell to make the no, never mind. What am I talking about? Alright, hopefully no Unholy Heat. I'm not blocking. Island Bloodman game over. Boom. Did a large murky? No. Too late for my hers. Draw. Just classic hers. Too late to the party. Alright, let's bubble myself. Or I guess bubble you. I'm gonna consider anyway. Hmm. I need to draw an Unholy Heat. Come on. An Unholy Heat. Where are you? Unholy Heat. I'm calling you. Bolt. That sucks. Unholy Heat. Ragavan. Unholy Heat! Ooh, Borrower. Oh, that's nice. Oh, you have a Misty Rainforest on top. Wow. You draw it first. Okay. You want to play Team Murktide with Veil? Sure. I mean, you know it's worst choice. If you want to do it still, that's okay. But. Alright, let's see if this works. It does. Woo! You pass? Just completely pass? What? This is a 3-5. I can pile up two removal spell on this. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think I'm just passing. Like, my opponent just pass back. Like, I don't have to move if they don't move. I have already made a lane drop, so you don't play iteration. Interesting doing an upkeeping because the top of the spell was a counterspell. I knew the top of the deck was a Misty Rainforest. I have bubbled them previously. Alright, why do you make all this land drop? You have Ledger Shredder in play. Adrian discarded it. Oh yeah? I must have missed it then. I must have missed it. Jump attack. Jump attack. Braid. Okay. You have 2 cards. As long as you have land drop, you don't play iteration. As long as you have land drop, you don't play iteration. When you run out of land drop, you play iteration. That's the rule. Put a hand might be like those dead spell peers that we hold 8. Okay, they play spell, so they loot first. Sorry, they trigger the shredder. Yeah, they have Murktide Unknown. I don't loot because I don't want to make them. I don't want to play Consider because I don't want to make them loot. Nice. I'll begin with Iteration because I haven't made a land drop yet. You play Iteration when you don't have a land drop in your hand. They have Consider plus Spell Pierce. No, I bricked! See, basically the goal with this deck, when casting Iteration, is to never brick. This is not easy to brick. It was not easy to brick. It was really hard to break here. Yeah. I think I'll play Consider. I want to hit a land drop. And also making you loot is fine because you have a good card in your hand. Like they shouldn't have played all these lands. They should have discarded a land here. Instead of, I mean, sure, they have Spell Pierce, but they should have discarded a land. Alright. What's bad? It's probably Counterspell again, really. Otawara is an answer to Murktide, so I'll keep it there. We want to trade 6 damage for 4. Yeah, because I'm actually lethal if they attack and play Murktide. Because I bounce attack bolt. No, aspetta, perché è bloccato? Wait, what's going on? Did I miscount? No. Are you chumping? Poor Shredder. Wait, did I miscount? Mi sa che qua opponente. Ciaone. Dai, basta. Stop making land drops, please. Somebody stop my opponent from making all the land drops. Vabbè, buona. GG. Every land you make is one less card in your hand. Even smaller than Shredder. E allora to. Magna questo. Heads, peds. Heads, peds. Do. 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 Why for Shredder 3 Channeler? Because the Shredder is better than the Channeler. The Channeler is good, don't get me wrong, but it suffers Graveyard 8, so you very often side it out almost every match. Where Shredder is just the pillar of the deck right now. I mean, Ragavan, of course. Murktide, of course. But the Shredder is just so simple threat. You just cast it. You don't have to worry about much. Just cast Shredder, cast Bauble, and yeah. Make the deck work. You don't flood. Should you consider a second Spell Snare? I did consider a second Spell Snare. You can cut a Spell Pierce for a second Spell Snare, for sure. You can do that. But I think Minor Misstep is coming out soon, so we're just gonna change the... Hello, Ryu, welcome. Do I miss the second Subtlety in the sideboard? It's mostly good against Elementals. When I change one EE for another sub, sub is that Subtlety? Sure, I mean, you can do whatever you want. Sure. If you read my article, I explained that 3 explosives are needed. And again, it's a free article. You can check it on Channel Fireball. There are cyber guides and explanations for my list. Where Relic over something like Soul Guide, because Relic is card advantage. Sorry, sorry, let me rephrase. Because Soul Guide Lantern is card disadvantage. You don't want card disadvantage in your deck. You're ready. It was a good read. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't touch 3 explosives. You seen somebody put Jason as Sculpture for mirror matches? Sure. I wouldn't play it, but yeah. Just Sculpture is an old, very old card. Very, very old. Just didn't keep up with the time. Like now you have this 1 mana burn spell that just, it's too old. It's too old. You can't have that card around. I'm passing here. I don't want my opponent to resolve Fable or things like that. You think it's suboptimal. Pierce can counter a Planeswalker, high mana threats. Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. You have to see all the sides of the metal, though. Pierce is also a dead card in the late game. Whereas Minor Misstep isn't. I just try it out, and it definitely seems like a strong card. So I think you can go wrong by trying out strong cards. And I just came up just such a hater of Spell Pierce. I mean, obviously, it's great in this matchup. Like, this is a matchup where you want as many Spell Pierce as possible and as little minor missteps as possible. So, there are definitely like, if minor missteps takes over, creativity is great, and then you want once again the minor missteps, the Spell Pierce. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Use Bolt or Heat? I think I'll use Bolt. They don't have a land? Wow. Draw. Hey, let's hope to draw a land with this iteration. Ah, Manaja. Ah, Manaja, Manaja. Ryu, I wouldn't consider. I would not consider. You can get a counterspell if you really want to play 2 spell plus 2 spells near. Kind of considers like counting like Ponder and Legacy. You just don't do that. Live a standard deck of all time. I'm gonna say Band Company. Spell Snare is definitely great positioned against the top meta decks. So if you play against, if you play at the LMS Trieste, I would have loved to have. Ooh, Forest post Felpiers. Forest, what? That's weird. Can I draw on a Cazzo di Terra? Okay. Oh, it's tapped? Jeez. Go. Okay. Rhenetics. Strong. Okay. What do you do? Return a land. Sure. You haven't made a land drop. You actually have 3 spells in hand because you missed land drop earlier. I'll kill Ren. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should kill Kiki. I don't really respect Kiki. Maybe I should. People need iterate here. I look for lands. Alright, look for lands. Lands, lands, lands. Or so weird to play Forest in your creativity deck. How about this? And go to 17. But it doesn't play Teferi Binding. They play the Beta Reunion Persist version, so I'm gonna side in mostly removal spells. Sorry, graveyard hate cards, I meant to say. A cheap land? Yeah. Ragavan is terrible against Dwarven Mines. Bauble? I prefer Bauble than a random card, because I have a period with Channeler, and now with Shredder too. I discard. The 3 cards, they probably have Bolt. I'll accept it. I'm looking for a counterspell here. I'm looking for a counterspell here now. Counterspell? Alright, I needed land earlier, now I need spells. Classic UR Murktide screw flood situation. Fatal push. Okay. And now I tap out, so if you want to go off, you win the game. They have 2 cards, one is Fatal Push. Let's hope the other isn't Indomitable Creativity. Looks like it isn't. Very nice. So I took my risk here and didn't like fetch to find a counter spell and shuffle away this bomb card or not tap out to play around their card in hand. I just hope they didn't have it. By the way, they played the earlier turns. took. I mean, if they had it, I would have lost the game, and that's it. And bottom, exile, and this is probably lethal now. 8 più 6, 14. Ah no, 8 più 5, 13. Cazzo, missing one. Alright, but then they don't have to fetch. Yeah, that's a good. This is still good. 13, 13 coming on for you. Coming on the first rail, a Murktide Regent 13, 13. And now I have Borrower, they only have one dwarf. They have Pushing Hand, which is not great right now. Imagine if that breach. I would have probably still be very good here, for sure. I don't think I have creativity as that version. Oh yeah, I guess I do. Wow. With persist, without persist. Let me see. On the draw, I take a Bolt and Ragavan. Makes sense. And I bring in Explosives, Blood Moon, Hearse, Fluster. Only one Fluster. Alright, for sure, let's take a Ragavan and Bolts. Bring it. Let's try to bring in both Fluster, Hearse, what else? Blood Moon, of course, and a couple of Explosives. Yeah, I think that's one more. It's one too much. What do I want to cut? It wasn't bringing both Fluster. I guess Fluster is bad against Beat Reunion and maybe take out Shredder. Yeah, I think I'll Shredder, even if paid up push. Not shredding anymore. Could have been a Shredder. Let's see if it would have made a difference. Meza, they mulligan to 6. Let's go Lango, having Spell Pierce up for Ren in 6. I'm gonna say that minor misstep is probably not good enough for main deck. But I'm trying it out. Anyway. I have Blood Moon in my deck. But I don't want to tell my opponent, hey, look, I have Blood Moon in my deck. They probably know. But I don't want to tell them regardless. You have a good turn through Shredder right now. No, that's too bold. Yeah, they didn't fetch Forest with the one voodoo photos they have. I mean, the problem of playing basics in Murktide, in creativity, is that you only have 4 voodoo photos. That's a problem. Like they had one window to fetch a forest. They chose not to. I mean, I want to play this game. This game is actually not bad because it blanks out my Spell Pierce and Fluster. You're gonna go Island, Island, Shredder, Pass. Sorry, Shredder, Explosives. And if they play Fluster, if they play Bolt, I can play Fluster. And I can get rid of this Steam Vents, probably. We'll see if I find a worse card. It's probably just Steam Vents, though. Yeah. They go Bolt again at Spell Pierce. But probably won't play it. Huh, Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer. I think I'm piercing it. And now I'm tapped out. You can resolve your creativity. Alexander Lounge open 3 cards in hand. Stack has been cleared. And I loot again. With my Shredder. But I don't really want to get rid of any of those cards. So let's see what I draw with it. Perfect. Go. Survive Bolt? The Veil of Summer would have also just drawn them a card, which I didn't want to do. It was a fine line. It was a fine line for sure. I didn't want them to draw a card with the Veil. I have Unholy Heat for the Archon, so I'm not like technically dead to it. Raw. I'll pass here because I have enough answers for this that I don't mind if they fight over it. I'm not saying that my play was right because I think if I just discarded counterspell off of the shredder, they would have drawn an extra card, but I would have had a insurance with Unholy Heat. So I'm not saying that I played it right. You have 3 cards in hand. I'm in top deck mode. Would love to draw a Murktide Regent here. What are we playing against? Yeah, it's one of the. No. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna hold it though, because also obviously Relic kills my graveyard as well. So unless my opponent puts a persist on the stack, I'm not cracking this Relic. I'll just have it there to chill. And this is where maybe I would have loved to have a Hearse instead. Again, Relic is mostly for Breach. That's the reason why I play Relic. Ooh. What would you do if I was not a Magic player? Hey, boo. Tough question. I mean, I have a law degree, so maybe I would have done that, but I don't know what to do with it. Honestly, I was a Magic player since 15 years old, so my life would have been totally different. On 3-3, go. On 3-3, dead. Go. Oh, they're about to hardcast. The hardest of the cast. Remember, activate Relic in your upkeep. It means nothing, but like you just don't forget about it. You just activate it. It's the same thing if you activate an upkeep or if you wait. With the exception that you might forget if you wait. It's Bloodmoon time. That wouldn't be bad to draw Bloodmoon here, yeah. I wouldn't mind it. Weird. I still have the explosives there. Wonder if I should crack it now. Nah, probably just take a couple of damage before cracking it. Let's see if they have a Archon, land Archon, of course. It's good. Bitter Reunion. I guess this card yesterday in Pauper. When it's really forcing me to crack these explosives. I mean, I guess I will. It's really forcing me to do so. I have 2 cards. Alright, can you draw a Blood Moon? A Blood Moon? Murky. What's that? 3? What's going on? What's going on here? You discard? A Fable. Weird. Did you misclick? I think they were about to cast Fable. They forgot they had a Fable on the stack. They click on Fable and he just discarded it to them. I think that's just happened. I guess I'll live with that. Four. I know what they're doing. Are they cultivating my Murktide? Looks like it. Persist the thing. Right? Kraken. We're cracking. Murktide grows. Two cards. You pass. Take a turn. It's a very complicated misclick, I agree. Ooh, Shredder. I don't want to shred. I want to find a counterspell here. Can I find a counterspell here? Quasi. Hand, bottom, exile. Play. Target myself. That's why I didn't fetch. That's why I did not fetch. I need to find a removal spell or a counterspell. Blood Moon. Porca puttana, I can't draw that card now. What should I do here? Because if I draw Blood Moon... Fetch. I mean, Blood Moon's great, but it doesn't answer my opponent has right now in play. Just not what I like to have. I think I'll fetch and just pass. Hoping to draw a counterspell or a Unholy Heat. Draw. Quasi. Could be anything. This could be anything. Oh, so that's a 2-2. Three cards. What does law degree mean? It's specialized in an era like economy of crime. No, it's just law. I don't know the question. I don't understand the question. It's a law. It's like a 5-year degree I took 6 because I was also chasing the pro dream. Alright, I can crack the Bitter Reunion to give it ace. It's not a bad idea. I don't have bolt, so I can't bolt my opponent. Pass. Consider. Hers. I don't want it. Oh, guess who's back? Oh, I don't think actually Blood Moon is good now. Yeah, I don't think Blood Moon is good now. I'm gonna go Shredder. Shredder is cat, so I don't think Blood Moon is good now. What is good? You want to go Shredder, Heat the Goblin Shaman. Yeah, I still want to go Bloodman. What does Bloodman do? What does Bloodman do, really? Because my opponent can make 2 treasures. Dai, va bene. Let's play Bloodman. Cards in hand. Pass. Draw. You have the Fable loot here. I have Spell Snare if you have the 4th Persist. You already played 3. You play 4 Spell Pierce for Persist for sure. You discard Leyline of the Void. Que schifo! And Fatal Push. Mamma mia. Imagine starting Leyline of the Void against Blue or Murktide. Alright. Stomping Ground. Bolt is in the sideboard. 3. They all in the sideboard. Bolt and Ragavans. Bolt and Ragavans. If you follow my cyber guide, you'll do that too. Does Murktide have outs to Leyline of the Void? Nope, just packs it up. Leyline of the Void, I concede. Alright, I make a token. I will Unholy Heat it. They can go Creativity. I have no outs to that. But I would have had no outs to that regardless. Okay, let's hope no Creativity. They have a Creativity. I have to top deck. Well, another Unholy Heat, I guess. Red, red. Ooh, nice. Good Spell Snare. Denona, thank you for the 4th month. Friday Murktide, yeah, for sure. Law school is for the degree you get right before you take the bar. Exactly, same thing. Same thing. Same thing, yeah. The law degree and then you have to take a bar exam. Alright, chat. I'm 4-0. I'll take a bathroom break and I'll come back to get the round number 5 on the play against a. I'm on the play with a Ragavan. What a hand. What a deck. You played Pre-Modern yesterday. What a fun format. Every format's fun when you play the first time, usually. Especially when it has old cards. But then you play them a lot and you'd be like, it gets repetitive. No new cards. Modern. Ragavan. No, my Ragavan is dead. That's okay. Opponent too mean. Killed my Ragavan. Look at me. What's on top? A land? I don't want to land. Get out of here. Stop drawing lands, Mengu. Let's draw. Spells. Woo! The bird! The bird. Hello, Seaflate. You played against Titan with BBA Rhinos. Ooh. Nice. Bauble. In Ragavan we trust. It's dead, though. Can't trust. Can't trust that dead monkey. Open for Spell Snare. Playing against Rhinos. The Rhinoceroses. I just bubbled myself. There was a land on top, which I didn't want to draw. No need to keep up mana. Keeping up mana is overrated. Bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Alright, we don't want to do first. I think I want to draw this card first. And then you bubble in this turn, because if they go for Cascade, Become Immense. That's good to know. Let's write it down. Become Immense. Actually, I didn't write down any card when I was playing Bubble. I just tried to remember because I didn't want my opponent to see them. Any Charlotte's action? You could let Counterspell open this turn. Yeah, that's a very common mistake that people make. Basically, whenever you can have Ledger Shredder open, you play Ledger Shredder because the Rhinos deck wins most of its games because people just don't efficiently use their mana as they do. This is important lesson here. Very important lesson here. I think I want to Unholy Heat a Rhino. And then do I want to Lightning Bolt you? We have Force Negation? Really? We have Force Negation, opponent. Yeah. I'll Lightning Bolt you. So I'll get to Surveil first, because I don't want to have the Counterspell. And then I Surveil Graveyard. Bolt you. You go to 11. Draw. I'll put you to 4. And then this is lethal next turn. It really depends whether you want to use the Shredder or the Darcy first. It depends if you have a bad card in your hand. Usually you want to loot first. It's again the rule. I mean, if you've been watching this video since the beginning, the rule against Rhinos and why the matchup is so good is that you play Ledger Shredder, and if they don't kill it, it's over. Like you're so much faster. The way you lose against Rhinos is if you don't do anything and they just dodge you with like instant speed, threats, and etc. I can definitely see why people would lose this matchup, but yeah, once you learn how to properly sequence, it's really positive matchup. And also once you sideboard this way, it's really positive matchup. The Rhino deck is simple. The Murktide deck is not. So it's much harder to optimize Murktide. But once you do that, the cards of Murktide are better. So yeah, this is why I think, if you adopt this, you'll have a very good matchup against Rhinos. Wow, Leyland of the Void. Okay, Murktide. Your services is not required anymore here. Oh, never mind. We can bounce it. Schifo, Leyland of the Void. Mamma mia. Blue-green. Okay. You tap my land? If they tap my land, it's annoying, because I can't play Borrower then. Yeah, it's annoying. I'll get... This is annoying now. Very annoying. I could lose here if they go Cascade. Is Subtlety for Endurance? Is Subtlety for Endurance? I mean, Subtlety is because it's a flesh threat in a game that very often goes draw go. I don't want to crack the bubble because I want to crack it after I bounce the ley line. I play the lane in Legacy. It's different. In Legacy, you have Entomb, Reanimate. In Modern, you have nothing. Just, nothing. Okay, let's see if they have a Borrower. Sorry, I meant to say another card. I meant to say if they had a Mystical Dispute. Draw 2. Do, 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 do. Remember, chat, remember, don't ever put Leyland the Void in your sideboard, ever. This weekend in Trieste, 2 scam player played Leyline against me. No, don't do it, please. Please, be like, Mengu told me not to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. Should play Borrower, I forgot. But also, maybe no, I shouldn't. No, it's okay, why do you say that? I have Counterspell up for Cascade. Okay, this is another important lesson. It is that playing Rhino here, it's not the best because my opponent is gonna have Rhinos coming. It's really hard to play this matchup for their side because the opponent's gonna have 2 Rhinos coming up next turn. So I just take 10, I take 8 here, then I play explosives, and then I crack it in the upkeep, and they just lose 2 Rhinos. But again, it's difficult. It's really difficult to play this matchup. For you to lose, yeah, things need to go very badly. Like missing lands or flooding and things like that. His thing. Attack. So explosive 0 and definitely fight over this if they fight. This is the reason why I'm gonna win now. Because I killed 2 rhinos, not just 1, 2. I mean 4. I mean 2 crushing footballs. I prefer playing with Murktide Regent. They have like a shadow effect. I'm also fighting over that. Petty Theft here. This is why Spell Snare is good, because Petty Theft is nice against you. Okay, now I'm forced to crack. I'm forced to crack now. The game is not over yet. Because they will be able to resolve that. And this one fizzles. I don't have Delirium yet. The game is not over. This once again sucks. Like, big time. It's just, I tell you, it's not. This card is not very good in this matchup. It's fine. It's fine. It's good if your opponent doesn't play exactly as they should, I think. Alright, so let me do Shredder. Let me do Shredder. Lightning Bolt the Rhino. Oh, sorry, Unholy Heat the Rhino. Discard a creature. And get Delirium. Hopefully opponent doesn't answer. No, discard Expressive Iteration? No, let's discard Subtlety. If they go for an Endurance here, it's over. I lose this game. There was like a fight that I thought I would win, but I didn't. And that just broke the game there. The Dispute plus Borrower was really annoying. I think I'm gonna play Murktide as a 5/5. And they have three cards. I'm tapped out, so anything you do now, I'm exposed. Again, I can see ways to lose this game, but because they had that unexpected fight on the explosives. Yeah, you can read subtlety here. It's not Banser. All right, I draw this card with Shredder now, which is important since this is a 3/5. Okay, good. Hello, Talisker. It's just the last game. It's just the last match, though. Wow. What ya? Oh, not that on board yet, but I'm not looking good. Not that on board yet, but I'm not looking good. It'll depend if I survive. If I survive, I can win, but if I don't survive, I mean, it's likely that I don't survive now. Very likely I don't survive. Like a dead gone, usually it's what happens here. Oh, the crack islet. Okay. Wow, I survived. Crazy. They have three cards. Oh, maybe they Fury Pitch here. No, they pass. Wow. Okay. Okay, that's fine though. Let's go Bauble. Unholy Heat, discard a sorcery, probably. Let's see what's on top of your deck. Fire Ice. Oh, you have a Fire Ice. How do I beat that? Well, I guess I can try to win the game. I try to win the game here. I can use Unholy Heat to bolt the Borrower and Bolt Face for lethal. I am thinking whether I should cast Iteration or Murktide as my second spell. Because I can go Bolt Murktide. I think I'm cat. I think I'm casting Iteration because I have to win this turn. Okay, I can go. What can they have here? Force of Negation. I don't think I can beat Force of Negation. I just go hand, bottom, exile, attack. or 7. You play Borrower, have to Unholy Heat. Resolves. Play Unholy Heat. Never said out Lightning Bolt. Your opponent might be a 3 life. Woo! Alright! Nice little trophy! Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The one and only trophy. Ta-da! Alright. 1 trophy a day keeps the ban away. Oh no, actually that's not how it works. So we actually lost the first game of the league, and then we won every single game. Funny. Alright, thank you everybody for watching on YouTube. You know, if you haven't done yet, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, leave a like. I'm always here playing some Murktide. Thank you. Bye-bye.